If all men are allowed to, why not men?
Because women aren't men.
And they're not, what is it? Women aren't actively engaged in the society as of now compared to how men are.
That's because we don't let them be actively engaged. Otherwise, they would. And also, they were some leaders in the revolution, so they kind of are.
Will, don't you remember that like march we did that time when we were trying to like protest for bread because we're the ones who
yeah.
like. Yeah, I think women are involved, just like in a different way. Like we can't just. We're equal, but we're still separate.
Yeah, compared to men.
We gotta lead and show our strengths from the home by making these marches, by continuing to show our influence without having to get involved in all the politics stuff, because then our role as women is just entirely shifted.
Also, I feel like every man, doesn't matter if they're white or anything, including slaves, because I feel like there should not be slavery, should be given the right to vote. Any objection to that? Or,
Of slavery?
like, just every person should be allowed to vote. Doesn't matter about their skin color or their heritage, who they used to be or are right now.
Well, what was it? Children and foreigners shouldn't be able to contribute to political participation since they give nothing to maintain the public establishment.
But if they live here, are they looking out for the best of the country or the best for them, which is the country? So why wouldn't they be allowed to?
Tell me this, why should a child not be able to vote? A little child.
A little child? Well, that's because they haven't their brain hasn't developed completely in all their thoughts.
So they're not informed and mature enough to.
Yeah.
Well then, think about like the women in our society. Are they informed enough?
The woman? I feel like they are.
What about the peasants?
The peasants?
When you like sit around and you're like milking cows all day, are you informed about what's going on?
Well, that's because we never let them. If you give them the opportunity to, I am positive that they would. Because I talk to some peasants because I know some.
You talk to some peasants. I work in a bar. I see them every day. I see them banging on their tables. I see them. I am one. They're not the people who could be running our country.
Wait, did you say a bar?
I work at a bar, at a tavern. I'm a tavern keeper.
They don't have enough money to go to the bar, so they wouldn't be going to a bar.
I see
They work at a
plenty
bar.
of people. Exactly. You see,
Yeah,
they don't.
You see plenty
I'm
of
a-
people, but those people aren't peasants because they don't
Okay,
have,
just
they barely
pause this debate here for a second. It literally said in my description, you say plenty of people from the third estate, and this is why, even though you are swayed in certain ways by them, you don't believe one thing. They go to bars. Okay. Continue.
We wouldn't have the time to either because we're too busy. We're poor. We can't afford to go to school and get our education, and we don't have the time to because we're busy always making a living.
Well, if they got education, they wouldn't always need to be working overtime. So
We wouldn't be able to afford it.
why don't
If
you
we
just
went
make
to it.
education free then? Shouldn't every person be allowed to have the
Can we hear
ability to learn? Or
some other people's opinions now?
Douglas, do you agree with me?
I do. I think education should be free for everyone because everyone has a right to be educated.
CJ, do you agree with me? Emily, what do you think about this topic?
Education?
I don't really know.
You can still talk about it.
Everyone should have the chance, I guess.
That's a majority. So if we gave them a chance for education, then they would learn and have their own thoughts, and then they can participate in our society and be actively involved.
But then we'd lose time making money and we'd get poor.
Let's think about
Not
this for a
necessarily.
second.
If they learn how to make, if you learn how to do things that would cost more money, therefore you make more money as a country because then more people have more jobs, and then you could make the taxes higher, and then you just get more money.
Wait a second. Can I unpack that statement?
And that should-
So you're saying that we should all get education funded by taxes. Now think about how much taxes we all have to pay already. Do you really think that, like, you're a member of the Third Estate, right?
I do see the third estate, but you could also, you know that.
Do you want to pay more taxes? Is this in
Okay,
your interest?
But you're taking away, if we're already taking away some of their taxes, then we can just use some of those taxes that we've taken away.
So you don't take away any. Do you really care when you're giving in your taxes where they're going, or do you just see more of your money, more of your bread being flushed away?
So you're
It's
saying,
worth it if your children are getting education.
yeah.
And what's your plan for the education? So you're waking up in your dirt floor home, going to go take care of the chickens or whatever, and you can't hardly live through the winter. But you're planning to have some people sending in pencils and worksheets to you on your
They
dirt
don't
floor
have
home.
pencils like we do.
And then,
Is that toys back there?
and suddenly, poof, you don't need to take care of your chickens that day because you get to be learning stuff that you then will be able what's your plan for this? I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so you're talking about the parents and them not doing it, but as a parent, wouldn't you want your kid to have a better life than what you had, or have more opportunities, or would you rather them stuck in a crappy situation like you are, which you don't like?
It would be worse because if we have to not have our children working and helping us get money, they're going to be starving. They're going to have more chances of getting sick and dying during the winter. They won't have enough clothes to keep them warm, and we won't be able to survive as a family. We're more focused on survival rather than education.
Well, they could still work after class or before class.
What about homework?
Um,
They would have to focus on their homework, wouldn't they?
who says there is homework?
Every school has homework.
That is not true. And I've seen in the future that in New York, there's a district that there is no homework. Also, in some European countries, the best ones for learning, they do not have homework.
We're getting a
Just
little
a
off
future.
topic here.
Just-
We're getting off topic.
Just future.
The thing is that our problem in general is just how will we survive? Even if we're losing time, we're losing money, and we have higher chances of dying.
Are you part of the Third Estate?
Yep.
You are? Wait, we have 4 people part of the Third Estate. Okay. Anyways, back to the thing. Okay, fine. You're part of us. Okay, so you're saying you'd rather have your kids stay with your crappy life than continue or get a better one and have their kids get even a better one.
I'm afraid my former friends would all die if they didn't have their kids to help taking care of them. If they were gone, that would be it.
Well,
They got to go to
actually,
school
that's
all
not
day.
true because you can just make your food worth more money. So therefore, you will have more money and be able to have your kids work less.
Even
Because
What
if your
food?
food,
I have
if
to
the
trade all
scarcity
my
increases,
food
then-
for taxes, for your education, so you can build your little schools in our little dirt floor friend homes, so we can go starve.
No, you wouldn't. Okay, you're saying that they would starve because they don't have to work. But scarcity works as if there's less of something, then it's more expensive. So if it's more expensive, you will get more money. So you'll still make around the same profit or even more.
Who am I selling to?
Who,
My other
if
fellow
you're-
starving dirt floor home
Okay,
friends.
no. You're saying that nobody in the first or second estate needs food? You're saying they can just survive without food? No, everybody needs food to survive. So therefore, if you made food more scarce, then you would get more money, and therefore you
No,
don't need your kids
that's
to
not
work
how
at
it
the
works.
farm.
We have
No.
less food that we have to sell for a higher price compared
Yeah.
to how much food we could have made at a regular price that we could have sold. We probably would make more if we had more food that we could give.
Unless you're making the food more money, because otherwise you wouldn't. If the food's more expensive at less, you could still probably make the same amount.
People would just go to some other farmers who are able to sell wheat at a lower price, and we would lose profit.
No,
Hmm
because
Because the farmers who don't send their kids to schools have more wheat to give, and they could put it at a lower price, and they would go to them because they're more affordable.
yes, okay.
So
you're
we would-
saying struggling for a short term is greater for the long term. So if your kids don't, so you're saying if you struggle right now, it's not worth it if your kids and their kids don't struggle.
Yep, because then they would have. Because if we're struggling now, we'll have a higher chance of dying, and I would rather keep my kids
But
alive.
we already have a high chance of dying, so it's just
But the risk is too strong.
the risk is already too strong. You've seen the front of height. Anyways, most kids don't even get to make it, so shouldn't the kids?
I'm going to take every opportunity that I can to keep my kids alive. I'm not risking any of my kids.
You said you are.
What if we make the king and the second estate pay for the schools?
Oh, good idea.
So then our taxes remain the same.
Hey, you know what? That's a pretty good idea.
Good idea.
Not a bad compromise.
Good idea.
And we could vote about this,
Sure.
because now we don't have a total veto. Can we call that our compromise?
Sure. Okay. Where were we? Which one were we at? Because we already talked about women in politics.
Wait, no,
No,
we only talked about it
A little
I
bit.
don't think we came up with a decision.
Okay. That went far. Okay. Women in politics. Should they be allowed to vote, and how should they be able to participate? Yeah, but we didn't come up with the compromise.
Okay.
Let's hear some new voices. Slash not mine.
Can't speak. He lost his voice. Douglas.
He was screaming.
And he screamed too hard.
Alright, women should have any role in politics they want, except being a king. Because,
Otherwise you'd be the queen.
and they should, they should be able to vote because they are a part of the society and their voice should be heard.
But there shouldn't even be a king.
There should not be a king. There should be a queen. They should be queen.
No. Wait, if you're part of the third estate, you wouldn't want the king. If you're part of the third estate, you wouldn't want the king.
No, because I'm a moderate.
Yeah, we want stuff
We're
to
not.
stay the same.
We're not a radical. We want things to stay the same. Part of it.
Okay, so what do you guys think about the topic of our women's rights?
What?
I completely disagree with that.
Are you a guy?
No.
No. Unpack that a bit. Why do you think that we don't get much say?
Wait, are you a
'Cause I agree with you.
I'm not capable of participating in politics.
Yeah.
We're not active enough in society
Yeah,
to have a
yeah.
role in politics.
It's kind of not our fault.
Yeah.
Wait, so you guys just don't believe in yourselves to
So, I think that we should continue to fulfill the roles that we have in the past, persuading change from the home and supporting families. It's not necessary for us to take up any additional role since our country has functioned without us for